Hey everyone, happy Friday. I'm Jazzy K. Ward, your host for Feature Friday. The weekend is here. We have a lot going on. I'm super excited that you guys are hanging out with me tonight. I have my special guest with me, the beautiful, beautiful MAYSA is I was going to say in the building, but she's virtual, y'all. She's going to be hanging out with me tonight. So don't forget to go over to KWARD Radio. Make sure you like the page. It's simple. All you have to do is click the button. Yeah, right over there. Go to my YouTube page, K Ward Radio Live. Make sure you subscribe so you can get all these awesome notifications. And we are streaming live everywhere. So thank you so much for inviting me into your homes, wherever you are. I hope all of you are safe. Well, my guest tonight is Grammy-nominated international recording artist, MAYSA Leak. So let me show you a snippet video of what you're in store for tonight, right here on Feature Friday.
I surrender to the rush of your time. You're making me weak. So incredible, your control over me. I can't resist no matter how I've tried. Your love has got me hypnotized. Oh yeah, closer and closer, suddenly over and over, suddenly I ain't going nowhere. Hypnotic love. I can feel it when you're standing next to me. I'm attracted to your energy. I can feel it when you're standing next to me. I'm attracted to your energy.
Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, did you see? That's MAYSA. If you do not know MAYSA, shame on you for not knowing this beautiful lady. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give a lot of love. Let's start sharing the videos. Let's start the watch party, and let's welcome MAYSA to Feature Friday.
Hey, honey.
Hey, MAYSA.
I'm good, honey. I'm good.
I'm so
trying to
good.
get yourself together here.
Yeah. Well, you're always together.
I know how it goes. I'm trying.
Yeah. Well, you look beautiful tonight as always.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
I'm loving the hat. I'm loving the hat.
I had to because I had COVID hair, so I had to put a hat on. Like I gotta go to the hairdresser at some point before they lock us all the way down again.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you, because I follow you everywhere. Like your tree, your decorations. Do you do all that?
No, my niece actually did this one. She did this for me. She's really good at this. She's really talented. I just buy the stuff and then let her go for it.
Yeah, I mean, she does an amazing job. I always wanted to ask you. Like, what does MAYSA do that herself?
I get to pick it out, and then I guess you got to put it on there. It's so fun.
Really? So, so how have you been, with the pandemic? I mean, it has an impact on everyone across the world, right? So, so how have you been navigating since March through all of this madness?
I think I have good days and bad days like everybody else. Some days what I do is I mourn my career, but in some ways I mourn the live experience of going out and singing to people and getting hugs and kisses and all that kind of stuff. Like I miss all of that. It's a big deal to me, and being able to touch people live and make them feel good in the moment is really important. So I don't know. I just struggle with it. I really want to. I pray that we get back to something soon.
I know. When you think about, I never thought that in my lifetime to be living that I will live through a pandemic like this that would impact all of our lives. So all of us have been basically readjusting our lives because, I've spoken to some artists that I've had on the show and, they're like, well, Corey, I have a degree or I have a trade and I had to kind of stop the music gig because I have a family, I have a lifestyle to live. They had to go back and do some of those things.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I think I've been very blessed that I've only done this for the last 30 years. So
Oh, wow.
next year will be my 30th year in the music
Oh, wow.
industry. So
That's amazing.
it's crazy. It's just been such a blessing that that's one point around 2006, just before I got to deal with Shawnee
Right.
Entertainment. I was looking for a job. Like I went to Home Depot, the local Home Depot, and I went to fill out the application. And when I took it up to the lady to give her my application, she looked at me. She looked at my name. She looked at me again. She looked at my name, and she said, "Oh my gosh, Maysa, really?" She's like, "Oh no, I have all your records, honey. I'm not gonna let you do this." And she ripped it up.
Wow.
Yeah, she ripped up my application. Said it's gonna be all right. Just go on home. You're gonna be all right. And I was like, "What?"
Right.
So, but it was. I mean, it turned out that way. She was like a prophet, I guess, because I got the job, got the signed to deal with Shawnee, and I was with them for a long, long time, 11, 13
Well,
years almost.
yeah, I thought so. I mean, I know you're celebrating your 29th year as a
hmm
recording artist and your
hmm
25th year as a solo artist this year, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's amazing. So, I mean, how has it been when you first got into the industry? I mean, was it a challenge? Did you face any challenges
Oh
first
yeah.
starting out? Yeah.
When I first started, even though I was making great music with Incognito.
Mhm.
At that time, that was that whole. They wanted everybody to be tall and light skinned and skinny,
Okay.
and in order to make it, like every woman had to look like either Sade or some kind of whatever white person. I mean, not white person, but light person they could find. They wanted a light singer.
Right. I
Maybe
understand.
white person too. I don't know. Maybe that's what they want. But they wanted everybody to be at a certain cookie cutter kind of look.
Okay.
And I wasn't that. Definitely wasn't that. I wasn't huge. Shoot, I'm
Right.
bigger now than they probably wouldn't let me sing anything at this point. But but in the back in that day, it was really hard.
Right.
I think it was one of the reasons why we didn't do a video for Deep Waters. I think that the industry at that time was a bit weird about all that stuff.
Right.
And I look at all the videos like Still a Friend of Mine where I was starving myself. Like I really was so little. And if you look at that Still a Friend of Mine video, the first one, the one
Right.
that's in color,
Mhm.
you can see that I was really going down, but that wasn't good enough for them.
It wasn't good enough.
And so I struggled with that in the beginning of my career a lot.
Good career. Yeah, you know what? I hear a lot of singers talk about that. And sometimes I try not to call artists names, but it seems like nowadays that you could not necessarily even have a voice
Right.
sound that good, but you have this look. And it's
Right.
amazing how they support some of these artists, like
Mhm.
auto tune. And I could tell you this: Mesa don't need no auto tune.
No. Thank
Mesa
goodness.
does not. I've had the opportunity to see you a couple times live, and I mean, your voice is like a breath of fresh air. I mean,
Oh,
I'm like,
thank you, honey.
this lady could sing the phone book. She could sing the Bible. She could pretty much do it all. It's very hard. Very well. It's very hard that you really found true talent and a gift in a singer like yourself.
Thank you, babe. I appreciate that.
So Miss, just shifting back a little bit. I know you grew up in Baltimore.
hmm
Did you come from like a musical family? Like your
Yeah, kind of. My parents both sang. My father was never going to be. That wasn't his life to be a singer, but he could sing. He had a beautiful baritone voice, and my mom had a beautiful kind of alto voice too. And so, but when she was a teenager, she wanted to be a singer, but her family didn't really support. The family didn't really support her, so she kind of gave up
she kind of
early. And they kind of passed it on to me. So I yeah, I kind of took the reins and kept going with it. It's just amazing how uh, and of course music was just big in this house. It was like,
right.
I mean, every day of my life there was music blasting from my mom's those old console stereos. They had everything in it, the stereo player and the record player and all that kind of stuff, the radio and all that kind of thing, and TV and everything. So those kind of things, those kind of times in my life really built me up for uh, loving music and wanting to be a musician from the time I can remember, just early on.
Yeah. Do you ever remember, Mesa, your very first maybe concert you attended or maybe production or you
Yeah,
attended? Do you ever
yeah. It
remember?
was the play Pearly. When I was
Girl.
6 years old, my mom took me to see Pearly, And that's when I fell in love with seeing Melba Moore on stage and hearing her sing, and all the lights and the actors and the stage. I just knew that I wanted that. The way they made me feel is how I wanted to make everybody else feel, and I knew
Right.
that was going to be my mission. I felt it at 6 years old. I knew that's all I wanted to do.
That's
So I
all.
started to a lot of music from that point on. I listened to a lot of music for a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah. So, like, if you could name a few, who were some of like your favorite artists that you really enjoyed listening to when you were growing up?
Wow, back in the day. So I mean, coming up, I
Mhm.
started out listening to a lot of pop and R&B. So
Okay.
and then I got into jazz funk a lot. That was a big thing for me. Of course,
Mhm.
Shaka Khan and Rufus and Shaka Khan were my heroes, um, and Ella Fitzgerald. So the reason I got into jazz was because my uncle Caleb told me to turn on PBS one day, and when I turned the TV on, Al Jarreau was on,
Wow.
and I was just blown away by him being like a part of the band. And I knew
Mhm.
that's what I said. Wow, I want to do that. I want to learn how to scat. I want to learn how to be an instrument,
Mhm.
and that's pretty much kind of set my plan for everything from around I think I was around 12 years old. So I
Right.
knew, so I started to a lot of jazz. I listened to Ella, I listened to Sarah, I listened to Carl McRae, I listened to Stanley Turrentine, I listened to Miles Davis, I listened to uh, countless instrumentalists and singers to try to develop a sound and a concept of how I wanted to sound.
Right. And when I listen at Mesa, I know people they say R&B, jazz. Was it hard for them to like place you like, well, she's a jazz singer. Then some people say, oh no, she's an R&B singer. But how does Mesa
I'm a
define
jazz funk soul singer. That's what I am.
jazz funk soul singer?
Yeah, that's what I want to be. That's all I want to be. That's all I've ever wanted to be since I can remember. When I got those two things up and I heard it first hearing jazz funk and George Duke and all that kind of stuff, I
Mhm.
just knew. And then hearing Shaka sing with Rufus, it's like I just wanted that life, that kind of fusing those two things together.
Wow. Amazing. Again, everyone, if you're just joining into the show, welcome to Feature Friday. My special guest is Grammy nominated international recording artist Maysa Leak. Don't forget to go over to her website, which is www.maysa.com. It should be listed there. Who's our special guest tonight? And just if we could just go back a little bit, Maysa, could you tell us about your years? I know you also background sing for Stevie Wonder.
I did. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got the
So
audition from my best friend Kim, who was attending Morgan State University with me. We were on the Morgan State University choir together, and she went off to be in a girl group and ultimately auditioned for Stevie Wonder. She had been singing with him for a year, I think, and they came back to do every year. Stevie Wonder would come do a Martin Luther King celebration with the choir at Morgan State,
okay.
and when he came back that time, she asked him if I could audition because I think she really wanted me to move to California too with her. And of course, I would love this. So I was like, singing back on Stevie Wonder. Oh my God, like that's a dream. So I got the audition and I passed the audition, but I had 1 year left in school. So I asked Stevie, could I finish
Okay.
my degree and then go to California? And that's what happened. And the next February, about a year later in February, I moved to LA and he was working on the Jungle Fever soundtrack with Spike Lee.
Oh wow,
Mm-hmm.
that's amazing. Mesa, this thing background for Stevie Wonder, which led you into the group Incognito, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep,
And
I was on a break from singing with Stevie. Um, I was working regular jobs. I worked at the May Company. I worked at the Warehouse Music Store out there in North Hollywood, and I taught voice and stuff. And so one of Stevie's singers, Bridget Bryant, introduced me to a producer named Steve Harvey, a drummer from Scotland. And when Bluey was looking for a new singer for Incognito, he put my name at the top of the list, and Bluey called me first. And I sang to him over the phone. And a week later, well, the next morning, his manager called me and told me that they would be flying me to London. They were going to look for any more singers, and I got the job.
oh wow, I mean, of course, we love the Deep Water song. I think that's when I first heard Mesa is when I heard that song Deep Waters, and I was like, wow, this is a beautiful song. But who is this lady? And ever since, I have been in love with Mesa from
Oh,
from that day forward, and I have
thank you, honey.
shared your music and told my friends, just like, who is that? Because in my car, I'm always playing something. It's like, who is that? Just like, okay, I hear her music like on satellite radio and
Mhm.
other, uh, music outlets. It's like I just never knew her name. And
Right.
when you think about artists, and you've been in this game a long time,
No.
and are you still kind of knocking on some doors to still get your music heard or people knowing your name?
Yeah. I mean, it's just something that I don't understand the dynamic. I could see if I was a person who had the wrong attitude or was some kind of, I don't know, like there are things that you expect people not to make the connection, not to have that machine. So I never really had that machine behind me, except
Right.
a little bit when I was GRP, we had a little bit of it started, but I never had that power behind me that I guess these other artists have that are out there in the limelight and a lot more. It's crazy. I still have the same, I have a successful career,
Right.
known around the world, but still, people still haven't made that connection with even deep waters in me. So, I don't know exactly what I can do. I've done my best trying to do social media. I've
Mhm.
done, countless interviews trying to make the connection, but I don't know. I guess it's all God's timing because I've done everything I know how to do down here.
Right. Well, I'm so glad you continue to keep doing what you're doing, Mesa. And whatever I can do, I mean, even on my
No,
show,
you've been a major help, honey. Major help to me. I appreciate you so much.
I always support. Hey, if I have to get out on the street corner, hey, buy Mesa CD, you need to get this CD. I would do that for Mesa.
I believe you would too. That's your heart.
I would definitely do that for Mesa. So what we're going to do right now, guys, again, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight on Feature Friday. We're going to take a short break, and we're going to come back with more of Mesa, and she's going to perform for us. So go ahead, get your popcorn, get your wine. We'll be right back right here on Feature Friday.
Hey guys, this is JAZZIE K. Ward. You need to get your KWARD radio mask. And if you don't have one, shame on you. Well, you can still get them. They're only $15, $5 for shipping. Thank you so much for your support. I'll see you soon.
JAZZIE K.
Hey guys, this is JAZZIE K. Ward, and I'm so excited to tell you about this new show called Feature Fridays. It's about musicians, writers, actors, anybody that has that it factor, showcasing their new music, new projects, and you're going to have it right here with JAZZIE K. Ward. I hope to see you there. Mic check. Hey everybody, this is JAZZIE K. Ward. I need your attention all around the world. Get ready for the Power in the Produce. It's a virtual 5K charity fun run. So I need you to grab a friend, grab your shoes, just grab everybody. We need your support for ABC2 Food Security Program. ABC2's goal is to increase access and understanding of the Community Feeding Program. For more information, please visit the following link. A better chance, a better community. Happy holidays. Hey everybody, well welcome back to the show. Did you get your wine, your cranberry juice, whatever you're drinking on this Friday night? Because we have a special guest, Grammy-nominated international recording artist, MAYSA, is in the building. I think you're bad when you don't have to use your last name. You just first name.
I gotta
And
glad it started. That got started. I don't know how this got started, but I'm cool with it.
you cool with that?
Mm-hmm.
And so many people are chiming on. Thank you all so much. People saying their favorite songs, Shade of Blue. I mean, I love all of them. And even when you go live, Mason, I'll be asking you to sing stuff. And I know you'd be like, Lord, JAZZIE asking me this for my first and second.
Now that feed goes, so you gotta tell me early because that feed goes so fast. I can't see it. So you got like inbox me and I'll make sure your song gets on there.
Yeah. And we also have a mutual friend, James Day,
Oh yeah.
who's my dear
Great
friend.
producer.
He also loves Mesa. And I said, well, I love Mesa too. And
Oh,
I want to talk about your new song that was just released called Soft Words.
oh yeah, it's coming out. Actually, it's coming out January 1st. We're doing some promos for it now. But it's a song that was written by a friend of mine named Dwayne Reed. He wrote the song as an anniversary gift and birthday gift to his wife, Anita. And
Okay.
he wrote it a while ago, and we just finally this year recorded it.
Oh,
And
wow.
so I'm just so honored to put the do the song for him and try to sing it the best way I could. That kind of so that it kind of he can give it to his wife. So I'm glad he's very happy with it, and it sounds so nice. We decided to put it out on my new record label, Blue Velvet Soul Records,
Yeah.
and really excited about it.
Very nice. Well, I'm so excited for you to sing it. And ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Mason's going to sing her new hit, simply titled Soft Words.
Yes. Never knew down west would reach such sweet nourishment. Never knew if we looked we would see. I never guessed you and me. Never knew that this could be. Can't believe the strength in love we have found. Strength and soft words, the sweetest melody to my ear. With every little word you're giving me, strength and soft words. Oh, I love the harmony I hear. I'm loving the harmony. Best friends will always be. So please don't stop loving me. I'll thank the Lord for the heart He's given you. Like a verse from Solomon's song, His soft words make me strong, and I love the way you say, I love you. Strength and soft words, oh, the sweetest melody to my ear. With every little word you're giving me, strength and soft words, I hear. I'm loving the harmony. So let's keep caring, whispering and sharing. You're the one who turns my gray skies blue. I'm gonna keep on giving. Let's make my life worth living. What a blessing to see you smile. Sweet soft words, yes, melody to my ear. I'm loving that. I'm loving the melody, loving your harmony. I'm loving your harmony. I'm loving your harmony. I'm loving your harmony. Give me your strength, baby. So that the world can see the way. So that the world can see the way. I'm loving you, loving you, loving you, loving you, loving you. Yeah. I'm loving the harmony. Give me your strength, baby. So that the world can see the way. Yeah, baby. Give me your strength, baby. I'm loving your harmony.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for MAYSA. That's Soft Words.
My goodness.
A beautiful song. So people are already saying, like, can they buy the song now? Can they download?
Which is almost available January 1st.
Good.
I can't wait. I'm looking forward to January 1st when it's available. It's such a beautiful, romantic, and loving and heartfelt song. And it's, if you listen to it, just listen to it. I love to listen to it in my headphones because you can feel the energy that Dwayne put into the lyrics and Julian put into the music and Chris Big Dog Davis put into the production. It's a loving song, and that's what we need to hear more about love in our world right now. So
Right. Yeah. Hey, but
Mhm.
when I listen to your music, you always sing about love. And that, a lot of you sing about love, and maybe, that's what I love about your music. It tells a
Oh,
story. And, we're missing that true essence of music because some artists today, I listen to the songs like, I like it, but I mainly listen to it. I'm a lyric person. So I'm that
mhm,
guy that I like opening up the CD. I like to
mhm.
see who wrote the song, the words of the
Right.
song. That's what I miss. And nowadays with
Oh
the
yeah.
music industry, it's like it's just kind of going away.
Well, we gonna keep it. Still, is there something? The most part is that to like I'm gonna do like my record company is gonna put out CDs. We're gonna put out vinyl. We're gonna put out
Okay.
so we can have the big 12 by 12. But like I did with
Mhm.
my live album, I put CDs inside of a big 12-inch jacket.
Right.
And so you can see them in the back of you see the like it used to be in the old days. You can read like all the stuff about who wrote the song, all that kind of stuff. So
Right.
that's what I plan on doing with this one. And inside the sleeve, I'll have liner notes and thank yous and all this stuff like we used to. And
Right.
I think it's important to preserve that part of it because that's part of the musical experience, is
Right.
to know it and get to know who the musicians are and who wrote it and all those things.
Oh, that's it. Well, also too, Mesa, when you were singing with Incognito, I'm sure you were a lot of times not in the U.S. Was it
Mhm.
very different for you with your music and connecting overseas
No,
versus being here in the States?
nope, not at all because music, especially black music, is loved around the world. I mean, I got a lot of respect from everywhere from Japan, Russia. It didn't matter where I was. That the love of the music is very respected. Even if we weren't, like, I mean, we went to Russia and had an interesting. Me and my band went to Russia, and we had an experience where people, were looking at us like we had three heads or something. But then we went to the venues where people, it was just like all love and all respect and
Yeah.
just very different experience. But for
Mhm.
the most part, everywhere we've gone, it has been that
Yeah.
been the great.
Yeah. Yeah. So Mr. Just shifting gears a little bit. So I always talk about support of artists, just supporting people. And I think in the music industry, and I'm sure you've been in this business quite some time. So
Mhm.
you know I think if we had more support, especially now,
Mhm.
during the pandemic, we're all out here again trying to make it,
Mhm.
trying to survive. With
Mhm.
you're supporting your music, and I think if we had more of that, because I watch you and you give so much love, you shout out people, you support, you're there. But
Yeah.
do you think that's missing? Have you experienced that maybe in your professional line of work?
Oh yeah. I think in my profession, a lot of artists focus on themselves, where it's all about them, and you can't touch them, you can't come near them. They have bodyguards and all these. I mean, I see if somebody threatened your life or something, you have to have a bodyguard. I understand that, but
Right.
on a general, like you can only go see them if you have to pay extra money and all that kind of stuff. I don't like those kind of things. I just want to be like everybody's sister, cousin, like that, somebody close in the family. I mean, and a lot of times, like, and maybe that may be my problem, like, like as far as people um, may not respect me in a certain way because I just want to be myself and be open, and I'm not going to be somebody you can't touch and can't talk to and can't
Right.
approach. So I think a lot of and also a lot of artists miss the point of all of this.
Right.
This is music. We're given a gift from God to make music, to reach people, to help each other get through this life. There's
Right.
so much music out there that's helped me through so many times in my life. Deep Waters isn't the only song that helped me through my, what I was going through with my ex boyfriend, at the time with my son's father. It's not that. It was all types of music. It was rock music. It was country music. It was so many songs that touched me deeply, that helped me heal, helped me
Mhm.
feel better. There's songs that I listen to when I miss my mom and my dad. There's songs I
Right.
listen to when I'm really happy. There's songs I listen to when I'm, don't know what to do, but I'm confused about everything. So
Right.
that's what we're here for. And I don't know why um, more artists don't. I think there are a lot that do that, but I wish more would embrace the gift more than anything.
Right. Yeah. And that's good. Mel, May, so let me ask you this. how does Mesa mentally take care of mind, body, and soul? How do you take care, because you give us so much love and your beautiful music, but, we're human, but how does Mesa take care of Mesa?
The way I do it is I take hot baths
Hmm.
and I bubble baths, everything when I need to, and I binge watch TV. That's my
Hmm.
biggest thing. And I go to the casino sometimes, not all the time though, but sometimes.
Right.
Just just
Well,
sometimes,
right. That's
just
therapeutic.
to have some fun. But yeah, but for the most part, I do simple things, easy things. Walking around Walmart, like walking around Walmart buying nothing is important to me. It's like I just like that time to myself. It's just it's like a lot of people don't understand it. Like, why Walmart again? Like, yeah, I ain't buying nothing. I'm just walking around, just something.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
take my mind
I'm
off the
the same
music,
way.
out of business. It's the business part that really gets me.
Right.
It's the disrespect from some, fellow artists sometimes or the people in the industry, like higher ups in the industry that gets me. But other than that,
Mhm.
I love my whole job.
You love you. I'm amazed. Just simply amazing. I think that's important also too, is having the right people around you and the right team to
Hmm.
also keep you grounded and keep you focused. Because I'm sure
Hmm.
there are some big celebrities there that, I mean, you have this person in your ear, this person in your
Right.
ear. It's,
Right.
sometimes maybe they lose their focus.
Right. And I stay grounded because my people, they're not going to let me get no big head anyway. I wasn't raised like that, so they will remind me that I wasn't raised like that. They, and that's not in me. I remember being a kid and going up to celebrities. I remember how that feeling, like you like, oh my God, I want to meet this person. Like that feeling, that sinking feeling, like, oh my God, I want to meet this person so bad, and you finally meet them, that mean. That's a disappointment. It's a horrible feeling. I vowed in my life I would never let anybody feel that way about me. I
Right.
never wanted that, anyway. So I kind of go overboard. I remember with Incognito, we used to do tours and these big
Mhm.
stadium tours, and people would come up to the barrier thing, and we would see a sign walking back to backstage, and
Mhm.
I would be there, and we had to get on the bus and go, and I'll be there. They're like, Mason, you got to come on, we got to go. And I want to make sure I didn't want to turn away anybody.
Right.
And that's just how I feel. I don't want to turn down anybody, and I want everybody to feel loved. That's the basis of my life. I mean, I grew up. That's how
Right.
my mother and father raised us, is to love people,
Right.
and
Yeah.
as much as we can.
Right. And you definitely do. I remember when I first met you, and I remember I was at the Steel City Jazz Fest one time when I first saw you, and you were getting out of a car. It was you, I think, and your team and some other, maybe your band members. And I remember I was doing a live remote with the radio station, and I
Mhm.
said, "Oh my God, Mesa Leak just walked past me." I said, "I hope I could meet her." And I think we met after the show, and I mean, you were just like one of those, just down, like you said, like a cousin, like one of
Yeah,
my cousins. You were,
yeah.
I felt the love, and you have a beautiful spirit. You
No,
really,
thank you, honey. That's what
you
I
really
want
do.
everybody to feel like. So if I've ever, like, if anybody's ever met me and I was distracted, I may have been distracted or something, but I never did anything on purpose to not speak to anybody or something like that, or
Yeah.
I just want people to know. That's really important for people to know in my from my heart, because I don't want that feeling that I got from several celebrities that I wanted to, that's a nasty feeling, and I don't want anybody to feel that.
Right. Yeah, I
Mhm.
know. I had the experience. I've been on with a few friends, and I'm not going to call them names, but one of a favorite actress that I really like, and they were doing a huge movie here. Uh,
Mhm.
the movie Selma. I think, Letty C was in it, John Legend, Common. It was just a whole bunch of people. And there was another actress. I mean, she's probably not like a huge household name, but she's
Mhm.
huge to me. And so we so happen to be sitting in the same area.
Oh wow.
And I just like, hey, and I named all these different movies, and she's like, wow, you know that movie? And I said, you did this theater play. I saw you on Broadway. And I said, I would love to talk with you for a minute, maybe get a photo. And she was like, oh, okay. And then she said, I'll be right back. And I was with a group of people, and she came back, and uh, she sat down, but then she just disappeared. So,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, I was kind of hurt, but I got over
Yeah.
it.
And I've
So,
had kind of similar story where I had there was a magazine that was out back, it was a big thing, this big magazine. kind of our cultural, a cultural magazine. And the lady was in the lobby, and I saw her, and I was like, oh my God, like I have a new album out. It was the Out of the Blue album.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I have a new album out, and I really would like you to do a feature on it or listen to it. I think you would love this album. And she said, oh, hi. It's like, she kind of knew. She's like, oh, hi, Macy. Like, okay, well, I said, but it's in my room. I'm going upstairs right now and get it, bring it back down. And I ran up the steps, and I got the album, and I came back downstairs, and she was gone.
She was gone. Wow.
And so at that point, that kind of flipped the switch inside of me. And I vowed I was never going to chase anybody, let it, or try to get them to,
right.
I've grown from that. And then a few years later, when I turned 50 years old, I knew I wasn't going to do that mess no more. I was like, I'm done with all of that. So if it doesn't come naturally, if God doesn't put it in my path, then
right.
I don't care anymore. I give up on all of that, chasing people, begging people to listen to my music, sending them CDs, trying to get them to do things. It's demeaning and hurtful
right.
and unnecessary and cold-hearted and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not letting that to my spirit anymore in my life. So
right.
I'm gonna keep running my little record company, and I'm gonna keep putting out singles and albums until
right.
no more.
I know.
That's what I got.
And your Blue Velvet Soul, your record label, I'm super excited about that. And so the new song is what's the first CD that was put on that label?
Oh, the first single was "You Are Not Alone." It's a song that I did in a partnership with the March of Dimes.
Right.
And to help preemie families and moms and stuff, inspire them. And then the second song was "It's Gonna Be All Right," featuring myself and Phil Perry, right. Kim Waters, and Chris Big Dog Davis. Yeah. And the third one was "Loving You Is Easy."
Yeah.
It's my little single I just put out. And then now we got the new one, "Soft Words." And then by next summer, if I'm able to raise enough money to finish my album will be out. It's called "Music for Your Soul." Oh, and it'll be out probably in summer of 21.
Okay. So how can we support you by raising?
I'm thinking about. I mean, I really shied away from the GoFundMe thing, but I don't have any other way to. Like, usually if I had been working this year, I could have funded my own record because I was making enough money to do that. I had great shows coming up, well-paying gigs and everything, and just this daggone thing just took my whole daggone world away. So. Yeah. I'm gonna have to raise money. So now I'm talking with some people about possibly doing a GoFundMe, but it's just like I just hate to ask anybody for anything. Many of us are struggling. I don't want to ask anybody for any money. It's just like I cringe when I cringe about that kind of stuff. And so I'm gonna have to do something though because I want to finish the record. And but I GoFundMe, it's kind of like you get something in return. You'll get a CD early or get autographs or. Right. I get to come to your house and do karaoke or some kind of out in your yard, I guess now, or somehow do karaoke. Some kind of thing I'm gonna add. It'll be like you support me, but you'll get something right back. So that's I like that kind of idea. So I might do that.
Yeah. Well, let me know if I can help you in any way I can.
Okay.
Because I will definitely help you, support you, and I think people will definitely support it, Mason, because now with this pandemic, we don't know how long this is gonna last.
Yeah.
So every little bit helps. Just know, Jazzie K. Ward, I have your back. I got you.
Okay, I know you do. Thank you, baby.
So real quick, Max, can you talk? I love Sundays in the
karaoke.
Karaoke. We have been doing that a long time.
Oh yeah, it's been It's been 4 years now. We started in March 2016. Walter Beasley introduced me to this whole Facebook Live thing, and he's like, "Mason, you got to do one." And if I look at the first one I did, it looks like I did it in the 60s. It's so corny and crazy. It looks so crazy. I'm like in the picture, like, "Hi everybody, I'm trying this a lot." I'm like, "What the heck is going on?" It looks super crazy. So now we've evolved some. We came back my house. I was on it from an apartment I was living in. I moved to this area where I wanted my son to go to school because I really couldn't do the private school thing, but there was a nice school in that area. So we moved there and lived. I still had this house that I grew up in here, but I moved to an apartment for a couple of years. And when I was in California, the day that Prince passed away, this house burned down. An electrical fire from an old fluorescent light that we had here. Probably was here since I was like a teenager, this old light. And it burned the house down. And so I was able, with my insurance, to rebuild the house. when we came back here, we had a Christmas concert, like a Christmas karaoke. And with all my family, one of my cousins said, Mesa, because I set it up there, had the kitchen, that was the biggest area that was kind of halfway done. We just had some cabinets and it wasn't really done yet. But and I said, so we came back, we had a good Christmas Eve concert, and my cousin coined the phrase Mesa's Kitchen Karaoke Sundays, and so that's how we kept that name going, and it's been beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
It's been amazing. I watch every Sunday. I go back, I throw it up on my screen TV, and everybody it's like you look forward to that each and every Sunday. Such great music, and everybody saying they'll support you. Like Mesa, push your Cash App up there. The GoFundMe will work. It worked for Eric Essex. I mean, I know so many other artists that raised a lot of money to fund the album. So we will definitely support you, Mesa.
All right, honey. I'm gonna think I'm gonna go for it.
You're gonna go for it. So I know real quick, and I don't want to keep you too long. Could you tell us real quick about the Christmas special that you're doing on Saturday?
Oh, the one I'm going tomorrow is for I have two things going on for Christmas right now. It's tomorrow is the Williams Franklin Foundation. If you go to williamsfranklinfoundation.org, you can find out more information about here's a flyer there. There's a flyer. The flyer's also on my pages here, my Facebook and all that stuff. And so what they do is the Williams Franklin Foundation, they are very instrumental in helping young people, college age students that go into an HBCU. They help through mentoring and other support, like financial support, to help them get through the whole, experience of being in college. And so they're raising money tomorrow to do that, and I'm trying to help support them to get some big money to help all these kids out here that need. I call them kids because I'm old, but they need the help to get through school, get through college. I'm a proud HBCU, of course, Morgan State University.
Yes.
Yeah, Morgan State University is my alma mater, and I remember not having any money in school. It was hard. Me and my best friend Troy Burton, we used to share lunch and stuff. We only had enough money. Like I think a sub was like $3.95. We would scrape that money together and share the sub. It's crazy. We had some hard times, but it was fun, and being around our people and learning with people who look like you and stuff and all that kind of stuff. It was a great experience, and so I'm really honored to help the Williams Franklin Foundation tomorrow night at 8:00.
At 8 o'clock.
So you go to their website, and I think it's the williamsfranklinfoundation.org, and you can go to them, and they will you can buy tickets for that show and support the students. It's mostly about the students. That's all it's about. If we're going to have I'm just trying to entertain everybody, have a good time, and sing some Christmas music. And I think we're doing a Q&A also, so it's going to be cool.
That's going to be amazing. And I know you also, with the holiday here, you also, real quick, can you tell them about your Christmas album?
Yeah, I have a Christmas album that came out a few years ago. It's called A Very Mesa Christmas. And Chris Big Dog Davis, my longtime producer, put his whole heart and soul into this album. The arrangements are timeless, and they're fantastic, and I'm so excited about them. And so I think the most thing I love about this album is that there's such a variety on it. I have Will Downing on it, and so many great Dawn Tallman, one of the greatest singers ever. She's done a lot of backgrounds for me on that, and it's such a joy to sing with her on that record. And it's all her favorite, most of our favorite Christmas songs and put in one thing. And the great thing about the album also is in a very short while, when I sell 10,000 more CDs, I will be the owner of the record. So that's the deal I made with Shawnee. That once I reach 20,000 in sales, sorry about the microphone. Once I reach 20,000 in sales, I will be the owner, so I can put it on Blue Velvet Soul Records, and I'm gonna add some more songs to it and re-release it.
Oh wow! It is truly a beautiful Christmas album, and if you don't have it, you need to add it to your collection. All you have to do is go to Mesa's website. That's Mesa, www.maysa.com. Again, Maysa, thank you so much
for
for being my guest here on Feature Friday. Would you please come back anytime when the new
Anytime.
season comes out
As
and
soon as when Soft Words comes out, yeah, in January, that'd be great.
come back and we can have a more up close and personal conversation about your new project. And again, anything I can do for MAYSA, Jazzy is here.
Thank you, honey.
You're welcome. So you're gonna leave us with a beautiful Christmas song?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna do the song that I wrote for this album. It's the only original on this album.
Okay.
It's called "It's the Holidays." It's for everybody. So whatever religion, whatever background you have, whatever you want to celebrate, this is the time of the year for all of us to celebrate something, especially this year.
This year.
Anyway, even if it's locked down in the house, we're gonna celebrate. So it's called the holiday. It's the holidays.
That's beautiful.
Thank you so much, honey.
Thank you. But everyone, thank you so much for joining us.
I'm sorry, babe, hold on. Say it again.
Oh, that's great. I was telling everyone, thank you so much for joining me tonight on the show. My special guest was Grammy-nominated international recording artist MAYSA Leak. Remember, don't forget to take care of yourself and be kind to others, and have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you, babe.
You will.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's that time of year when we all celebrate. I'm looking forward to seeing your smiling face. Let's relax till dinner's ready. Maybe sip a little wine. Let's have a chat and make up for lost time. Snowflakes are falling inside, it's warm. So glad to see you. It's been way too long. Near or far, no matter who you are, it's the holidays, yeah. Time to celebrate, yeah. It's that time of year when your family's near. It's the holidays, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby. Celebrate, family's here. Oh, yes. Celebrate, I'm so glad to see you. It's been quite some time. You have to know you're always on my mind. We never know where life will take us. So I will say to you, I love you, and will always cherish this precious time. Snowflakes are falling. Inside is warm. Oh, baby, way too long. Near or far, no matter who you are, it's the holidays, yeah. Time to celebrate, yeah. It's that time of year when your family's here. It's the holidays, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. It's the holiday. Time to celebrate. Time to celebrate. Oh, yeah, celebrate now. It's the best time of the year. Oh, yeah. It's time to celebrate. Don't worry, I can't wait. Don't hesitate. I want to see your smiling face. can't wait to hesitate. I can't wait to see you. It's the best time of the year. Oh, it's the holidays.
Whoa, what a beautiful song, Mesa. What a beautiful song. Beautiful. So everybody, make sure you go out and purchase the CD. Matter of fact, just go purchase all of them, and then you can give them as, gifts for family and friends, and stuff them in your stockings for Christmas.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can't go wrong with any of Mesa's CDs. So Mesa, a lot of people were asking for your Cash App. Could you tell me your Cash App so I can post? People wanted to know your Cash App.
Oh, that's sweet. It's just $ Maysa Leak. MAYSALEAK. Wow.
Okay. So we're going to put there because people were asking, they wanted to know your Cash App to send you or something. So it's $Mesa.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Mesa Lee. Again, thank you so much, Mesa. Come back to Feature Friday anytime. Come out and hang out with me on IG at the after party with Jazzie anytime you want to.
Okay, sweet. Thank you so much, man.
Okay. Happy holidays to you.
All right. Thank you, Jazzie.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Hey guys, this is Jazzie K. Ward, and I'm so excited to tell you about this new show called Feature Fridays. It's about musicians, writers, actors, anybody that has that it factor, showcasing their new music, new projects, and you're going to have it right here with Jazzie K. Ward. I hope to see you there. Hey guys, this is Jazzie K. Ward. You need to get your KWARD radio mask. And if you don't have one, shame on you. Well, you can still get them. They're only $15, $5 for shipping. Thank you so much for your support. I'll see you soon.
JAZZIE K.
Mic check. Hey everybody, this is Jazzie K. Ward. I need your attention all around the world. Get ready for the Power in the Produce. It's a virtual 5K charity fun run. So I need you to grab a friend, grab your shoes, just grab everybody. We need your support for ABC2 Food Security Program. ABC2's goal is to increase access and understanding of the Community Feeding Program. For more information, please visit the following link. A better chance, a better community. Happy holidays.
A live one-on-one conversation. 30 minutes of pure entertainment with musicians, writers, and actors to motivators, chefs, and even rappers to up-and-comings with the it factor. It's the Jazzie K. Ward coming at ya.